Hey guys, Valerie here. I'm going to run through a couple super simple appetizers that are great for your holiday gatherings, and it's with things you can get at Nalls, and a lot of them are no cook, and a lot of them are very easy assembly. So here we go, rapid fire. First, bread dip. Get some really good olive oil. We carry Laconico extra virgin. Get some really good olive oil. There's a bread dip product, and of course our Nalls spice, a little heavier garlic, less rosemary than the bread dip. I use a shallow bowl, quarter cup to half a cup of oil, a tablespoon or two of one of these coarse seasoning blends, put it in your shallow bowl, let it sit for maybe 5-10 minutes before you serve so that garlic and onion can kind of replump a bit, and then serve it with crusty bread cut into small pieces. This is sourdough. French would be fine. If you had a baguette, that would be fine. Super easy, and who doesn't love a good bread dip? If you were really looking to kind of go the extra mile, top your oil blend with some shredded or shaved Parmesan or grated Parmesan, or you can put that on your bread, right? So that's number one. Next, number two, pimento cheese. Just right out of the fridge, put it in a decorative bowl. We carry it from a local company. They're based out of Virginia. We carry a classic, and we carry, I didn't bring it out here to show you, smoked Gouda and roasted red pepper pimento cheese. Oh my gosh. So shallow bowl, use crackers or bread pieces. That same bread would be fine that I showed you before. And it is so yummy. I've also had where Stacy, our coworker, will take little pieces of bread and put pimento cheese on top and put it in a broiler or a toaster oven to get kind of browned and bubbly on top. So good. Next, this is a really fun one, apple nachos. So hear me out. Take some apples, these are Honeycrisp, slice them nice and thin, coat them with some lemon juice to prevent browning, and put them on a broad, like whatever you would serve nachos on. Drizzle it with honey and sprinkle it with some fall spice, or you could also use cinnamon sugar, apple pie spice, pumpkin pie spice, and then use use crushed pecans or crushed candied pecans on top. We carry a fried pecan from Balms, super good. So crumble those up, put them right on top. Or a little different take on it, same thing, take your platter of thinly sliced apples that you toss with some lemon juice to prevent browning. Then go a little more savory route. We have a apple maple bacon jam. So take some of this, blop it over the top of your apples, and then top that with more pecans. I probably wouldn't use the sweet ones for that. I'd probably just use traditional or like toasted pecans. So top it with crushed pecans, or either one, crumbled feta or crumbled blue cheese or crumbled queso fresco. So apple maple bacon jam. I'm saying it slowly because it's a ton. Okay. Next is one of my favorite appetizers for all summer. We're at the tail end of the season, but we still have these, so great thing for your holiday table. Blistered shishito peppers with a heart, like a yogurt, what's the word? Like a tangy yogurt. So these are shishito peppers. They're grown locally by my farmer buddy Omar. Shishitos are really cool because the seeds are primarily right in the top here, so it lends itself to just eat like that. 1 in 10, typically the ratio, is quite hot. 9 out of 10, very mild, great flavor. So to blister them, you put them in a screaming hot skillet, a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, throw them in the skillet, and just keep tossing them around until you get some nice char on the side. Remove them from the pan, put them on a paper towel lined plate to cool and blot off any of that excess oil. You can also do it in a dry pan. Just watch that it doesn't burn too quickly. So blister these and then make a dipping sauce with plain yogurt. You can also use sour cream. You can also use plain Greek yogurt, but plain yogurt, some salt, and some fresh lime juice. A nice generous squeeze of fresh lime. The combination of flavors, heat and the tangy, heart, salty, I don't know, it's just like a really complex flavor profile. Next, we have a 2-ingredient wonder. 2 ingredients. It is hot pepper jam and cream cheese dip. So take a block of cream cheese, put it in the middle of a plate, and then top it with hot pepper jelly. So beautiful. It's got like little flecks of multicolored peppers in it, has a little bit of heat to it and some sweetness. I've got 2 for you to choose from. So you cover your cream cheese in your hot pepper jelly, serve it with crackers or with bread slices as like a spread. The combination, fantastic flavor. I also, though, have hot pepper bacon jam. So that really bumps it up a notch. And same thing, all you do is you take a block of cream cheese, cover it with pepper jelly or pepper jam, and then serve it with like a little cheese knife and some crackers around it. So good, so easy. And it looks like way fancier than it's, so love it. This next one feels like a cheater because it's so obvious, but don't sleep on a really nice cheese board. Get some fancy cheeses or some not fancy cheeses, just some tasty cheeses. We carry a lot in the shop. I just grabbed 3 and do a nice selection of some cheeses, maybe sliced pear. If you want to make it charcuterie and add some meats to it, go for it. If you don't worry about it. I also got fig preserves. You can put like a little blob of fig preserves on your cheese board. And here's what I grabbed for Gouda, a cheddar, like a nice sharp cheddar, and a cherry infused cheddar. This one's really tasty, but I also like the coloring, just to kind of give you something visually a little different. Then just slice some pear, maybe some thinly sliced pear, so somebody can get a bite with some cheese and a little bit of pear and some fig preserves. So easy. Like I said, it feels like a cheater to even list that here, but don't sleep on a good cheese board. Again, looks like you really worked hard on it. No cooking involved at all. Just slicing and arranging and going. All right, an honorable mention. When I was planning for this, I did not think I would still have local heirloom tomatoes, but honorable mention is a caprese or a bruschetta made with local heirloom tomatoes. It is the end of November. We still have local heirloom tomatoes, and they are so good. We also have yellow tomatoes. We have like some yellow Roma tomatoes that are beautiful and super tasty. And even our regular red tomatoes are still beautiful and super tasty. So a caprese would be sliced tomato layered with pesto or basil and a layer of mozzarella cheese. Drizzle it with your nice olive oil I showed you earlier. Drizzle olive oil, drizzle of balsamic, I like our balsamic because it's thicker. It's not the consistency of a glaze, but it's thicker than just a balsamic vinegar you'd use for an everyday vinaigrette. Super tasty. Salt and pepper generously. So good for caprese. Or a bruschetta, of course, is where you're going to, sorry, fade it off for a minute. A bruschetta, of course, is where you're essentially assembling those items in a chopped fashion and then putting them on like a little crostini or a little slice of fresh bread. So super easy. Let the tomato be the star of the show. Let the fact that we have tomatoes right now that are still so good be something to appreciate and savor. I'm all about eating seasonally and appreciating all the fruits and veggies around us. And I think this, and I think all those other things that we just talked about, this blistered Cheetos, oh my gosh, the cheese board, oh my gosh, apple nachos, sliced apples with all that good stuff on top. Yes, those are totally like quintessential Nalls appetizer. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some ideas or some inspiration. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday gathering. Bye, guys.